This is Lectio Musica. I'm Matthew David Morris. This is episode 3 of Lectio Musica. Each week on the show, we look ahead to the upcoming Sunday lectionary readings, and I share an original song inspired by those readings. The song styles or approaches change from episode to episode, as you can tell from the last 2 episodes. The readings themselves and the influence of the songwriter, which won't always be me, by the way, influence the song that we share. But the intention behind Lectio Musica is always the same. Scripture speaks, and we respond with music. I'd like to take a few minutes here at the start of the episode to talk about the nuts and bolts of songwriting. So how do you get from no song to a completed song? Or at least to a singable song? Because it's sort of arguable that a song is ever really finished. But the question is not how you get a song finished, but how you get a song started. And every writer has to ask that question each time we sit down to write a song. I have myself been writing for the better part of 20 years. And I still find the blank page or screen to be intimidating. But here's the great thing about the Lectio Musica practice. You sit down with Scripture, and Scripture gives you a place to begin. So here we are. We've got the 4 readings from the upcoming Sunday, and that helps to frame what we're going to write about. But we still have a lot of choices to make. The first one, and maybe the most important, is this question: who are we writing this song for? Is this song purely for our own personal devotion? Is it for singing in church? Will we sing it, or will we teach it to others? We have to be thoughtful about the setting and the people, and I use this word with care, the function of the song. Like how does it fit into the liturgy of the devotion or the worship service, or how is it related to the community? So when I wrote the song for today's episode, I got really imaginative about the venue and the community for the song. And, you know, the podcast lets me be experimental in that way. So I thought, this might be a song for a community with a small choir that loves to sing call and response songs. It might be a community with a good number of queer folk in it, and there might be a good mixture of ethnic and racial diversity in the community. It might be a community that loves to sing and loves to move when they do. Now, maybe that's your community, or maybe that's a community you would love to be a part of. Now, in any case, that's where my head was. So with all that said, here are the readings for this Sunday. Genesis 3, 8 through 15. Psalm 130. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 13 through chapter 5, verse 1. Mark chapter 3, verses 20 through 35. And now the third Lectio Musica song, Chosen Family. Let me be your sister, let me be your brother, let me be your mother on the way. Let me be your sister, let me be your brother, let me be your mother on the way. If we are divided, let us be united, so that we can join him on the way. If we are divided, let us be united, so that we can join him on the way. We are, we are, we are. We are, we are, we are. We are a chosen family. We are a chosen family. Everybody's trying to be heard.
I can hear you crying. Can you hear me crying? Everybody's trying to be heard.
Even though we're dying, deep inside we're thriving, because you and I have heard the word.
Even though we're dying, deep inside we're thriving, because you and I have heard the word.
We are chosen family.
We are chosen family.
So it's Pride Month, and Jesus is at this big party, and someone comes up and says, Jesus, your mother and your brothers are outside. They need you. Your mom is so upset. And Jesus looks around at everybody there, all the queer folk, all the people who are cast aside, the people on the margins, the drag queens, the most beautiful people. And Jesus says, this is my family. These are my sisters and my brothers and my mother. Anyone who does the will of God, by which I mean anyone who loves so fully and completely that they would cast no one out. That's my family. That's my chosen family. Friends, I hope you have found a chosen family. And if you haven't yet and you need one, keep looking. Keep praying. We are out here and we love you. You are worthy of love. Thank you for listening to Lectio Musica. This podcast is made possible by a grant from the Episcopal Evangelism Society at ees1862.org. The song from this week's episode, Chosen Family, was written by me and recorded by Jordan Richter with assistance from Andy Green at Room 13 Recording Studios in Portland, Oregon. If you like what you've heard, please leave a review of Lectio Musica on iTunes or Stitcher. And if you are inspired to write songs, and I hope you are, in this Lectio Musica practice, let me know about it. Post your song to YouTube or SoundCloud and share it with me on Facebook or Twitter using the hashtag Lectio Musica. And may God's love inspire you to sing.